Today I'm in the office of the Honorable Member of Nyali Constituency. His name is Hezron, Awiti, Bolo. This gentleman is a young MP, Member of Parliament, first term in the 10th House, and with a lot of idea on business and politics. I'm here to pick his brain on the issues that have to do with the way our society works. There are people who believe that Africa is a place which is insecure. It's riddled with disease and poverty. That the infrastructure does not work. The rail system, the road system, the communication, the broadband does not work, and there's corruption and red tape. These are the perceptions that are there in America and Europe, but I believe that it is wrong, and somebody who can be able to put the record straight is none other than the Honorable MP for Nyali, Awiti, Honorable Hezron Awiti Bolo. The first thing I would like to know from you, Honorable, is give me a little bit about a breakdown on the background of your background. What's your age now?
Thank you. I'm Honorable Awiti Bolo, the MP, Member of Parliament of Nyali Constituency. This is my first time to be a Member of Parliament in the city of Mombasa County, and we are trying to build Mombasa County. So when you talk about my background, I start as an employee in this town, as a clerk. I raised from clerks to management, branch manager of a certain farm. Then
This was not your farm?
It was not my farm. It was one of my colleague farms. But I was operation manager, then I raised to branch manager. Then I quit to start my own. Now I thank God I'm a CEO of a group of companies.
That's correct.
Yes.
When you quit, did you feel that you had the ability, the idea to start your own farm, or how did you feel? Was it shaky? Did you feel like you're not sure?
It is a challenge to make a decision to run a farm on your own. But I made a decision to start because I believe in one thing. Those people who started doing business, I think they wake up one day and say that, let me try like other people. But I tried with a very small capital.
That's right.
It was a challenge.
That's right.
But since I know what I was looking for, so I've achieved what I've been doing.
That's correct.
So far.
I can conclusively say that you have been a very, very astute businessman in Mombasa. You are running companies, and most of your businesses have gone very well. Now then, you did something which is surprised many people. Usually when the business is running well, everybody thinks that now you should be in business. Now you cannot go and move to politics. When did you decide that you also wanted to be a politician, and why?
It's a very interesting question. You see, business, when you're doing business, it's a business. I'm not stopping doing my business. My business will continue to grow because there is a structuring which is I put in place with a team of management. So they're still moving.
That's right.
I'm still a CEO of the company. I attend board meetings.
That's right.
So when I decided to come to stand to be a member of parliament, it is a need of Mwananchi.
That's right.
The people decided to approach me that I should stand for a created Nyali constituency because they feel that I'm capable and I can make changes. And I say, yes, why not? So I've tried and I capture the seat.
Do you think that they were referring to your businesses, that your businesses have been doing well, that you have worked very hard to show that you can run a good, very strong business? So they thought that maybe you can also be a good politician.
Yes. You see, when you talk about politics, we are talking about the leadership. Politics is just a name for where you're going to change, like business. But you still remain the same guy. So here in politics, there's something which you need to do to change infrastructure, to build, to bring the society which are well educated and also who can be able to do something for themselves. So they choose me by example that I start from nowhere to where I am. So I want to tackle the youth.
Yes.
To borrow my example.
Right.
That you can have a very small capital and you can be a giant.
That's right.
Here I am. And also women's. We know that Kenya women can also do something. Like Europe. I've been traveling to Europe. I've been in Sweden. I've been so many American, been UK, Malaysia. I have seen the way Malaysia is growing and Dubai. So all those rich experience, I have it. So I want to convert it to our people to change those belief that Africa cannot do business.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we seeing a trend where many people are beginning to look at Africa differently? That Africa actually is the place to be if you want to make some money?
Yes. What I would like to tell our people who want to invest in this country, they should not think like before that Africa, it is where it's a dark continent. You go there, you risk your life, you kill. No. The killing, even if you go to California, you'll be killed. You go to Italy, mafia. Eh? If you go to the Moscow city, there's a crime. Those are crime cannot be able to stop anybody to come and invest. We're free. We have a law, rule and regulations. And we're improving them. Because we have not been like those many countries which is over 100 years independent. We are all about 50 years. So we are really developing, training our people to give them best educations and best skill, offer them opportunity. And I believe the next few years, Kenya will be like Europe.
That's right.
Because Kenya is the best to invest because return, demand is still high.
That's right.
You can invest in machinery, in the factory, and the markets are available. So if you are saying that Africa or Kenya is not good, then you're not a businessman. You must take risk to make the profit.
You know, most investors, they are sometimes wonder, are we going to have skilled labor or semi-skilled labor in Africa? Is the market big enough to take in the things that they may want to produce? Those are the thinking of an investor who probably want to come and put up a factory here. What can you give them as guarantees on this area?
What I can tell them, Africa is where they still need so many things to be done here, not in Europe. Europe has already been developed. If it's infrastructure, Europe have it. If it's industry, Europe has it. So they cannot compare opportunity they can get in our country here. Here is a gold mine. If you start your company, you can grow. Talk about skill. Yes, Kenya is number one in skill. In fact, we're exporting them.
Exporting labor, yes.
To Europe. So we have plenty. We can export and still remain with some. And we're still training them. So if you compare with our country and Europe, on the skill I can say, yes, what we need is expertise.
Okay.
That one actually is a challenge for us.
That's right.
People who knows what they are doing.
Yes.
And what they want to invent something new. Those are we are lacking. Those are the challenge where we are telling those people, please welcome home in Mombasa County, Kenya at large, and invest.
Yes.
Security guarantee. those maybe you are seeing on the media. You know, media is media. They can blow off something small which can be managed to be a bigger one.
Yeah,
we have
yes,
opportunity of tourist investment here, the mineral investment here, agricultural, and so many.
Yes. A month, I should say a week ago, I saw that you were in a meeting which was put on television, where in your constituency, where there was issue of landlessness that you are trying to address. I also want to make to refer to your constituency. Your constituency is assumably a very rich constituency in Mombasa. I do not know how true that is. There are a lot of people who have a lot of money in your constituency, but also there are also some areas within your constituency which are relatively poor. Now, how do you really want to bridge the gap of these two groups, two different classes?
You see, when you talk about colonial, in Nyali constituency, part of Nyali constituency, as original government, the issue for them the title deeds. But the chunk of land in Nyali constituency, where the population is living, they don't have title deeds.
Which areas are these?
These are the Ziwalangombe, Freya Town, Komani, Kasandani, even in Kongoya. They don't have title deed. But if you go to the part of Nyali, we call them Nyali Drive-In,
yes,
where colonial used to stay under protections. They all have all those things. The best road goes from that side. Water is plenty. And the other side is there's no opportunity like that. That's what I always say, that we need to dialogue with these people. Those people who have a title deed, they have to surrender to the people by government paying them. We don't want to remove, to take them only. But the response is good.
You mean
the landlord accepting, and things are moving well.
You mean that the areas these people live in, there are some people who own title deeds in those areas?
Yes, in Africa or in Kenya we call them squatter.
Yes.
The colonial, like this Sultan family, they went long ago, but the land was leased to them. They are not used like those lands. And maybe somebody taking opportunity, say he's owning it. That's one with land which you say that for Sultan family, which is already left long time ago, those land government must reprocess them and give them the people living there.
But there's also a problem where the previous regimes have also issued title deeds to individuals who are probably closer to the government.
Yeah, those are things where before we changed the new constitutional, they use if you're in the office of the president family, you'll be given title deed, and then those people living there, they come, we call them squatter. Those are things we are posting, that these people cannot live in this land because they have been originally living there.
Yes.
And simply because we have a title deed, which I normally say is a protected document, but
yes,
it's a paper.
Yes.
So we cannot allow one man have a paper title deed, and majority who are living there, and they don't have any option being chased away. So we have to protect them. That's why I'm working with the youth and the women to protect them, developing Nyali.
That's correct. Also, there has been a lot of press about insecurity right now. This is not in your constituency, but because you are a member of parliament within Mombasa area, the last week there has been a lot of running battles between the youth, the Islamic group, and the police. I think you probably want to make a comment about that.
Those one I've already made a comment yesterday. Those are hooligans, and we need government to take action seriously to deal with them. There's nobody above the law because of religion. Nobody. The government must protect whether you're a pagan, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian. The law must be above the board. And we are actually, I'm supporting government to take any necessary action to make sure that those kind of hooligans cannot happen again. And those are small things. Those we cannot be able to say that. It's just a very small few people.
Do you think that is going to go away very quickly?
definitely the government will work out very well and then finish it.
Now, I also want you to talk a little bit about the politics of your party. You, as I know, you have been in the ODM, but now you're not, and this is not the party that took you to Parliament. You are on a Wiper party. Are you? Do you have your allegiance to Wiper party fully, or do you want? Is it for just now, or how do you look at your political?
I defect from the ODM with the principle, because ODM used to just pick unpicking. Then I went to Wiper. I am there to stay. If the Wiper is going to be a democratic party, that is home where I'm going to be. And actually they give me opportunity, and I won.
That's right.
Within 1 month.
That's right.
So when you talk about party, I don't want to talk about ODM. That is not my affair.
That's right.
My affair is now how to improve the Wiper, which I'm recruiting membership, and the Wiper will be a very big party here.
That's right.
Because we won 3 seats for first attempt.
Yes.
So the next attempt, I think, the whole entire Nyali will be, the county Mombasa, will be Wiper.
Yes. Do you want? You say that you are building the party. You are building Wiper. You want to make it a party to reckon with. Now, there has been a perception that parties belong to individuals. That this particular party has got owners, so to say. Do you think this is something which we must go away from and say that this party belongs to the people instead?
No, what I know, party belongs to the people. It's not belong to individuals. Maybe somebody can practice that is the owner. Those are only words. The law of this country is very clear. Party is for the people. That's why the democracy is being practiced in this country. And when somebody says that party belongs to him, I think just perceptions. Party belongs to the people, and that's what we want to fight, to be a democracy. You know, sometimes someone can sacrifice to start a party. So people may believe that is his own, but that's not the truth.
Do the people who talk like this, do they get some sort of advantage that, by the way, this is my party, so you have to play second fiddle?
Yes, sometimes they can be able to be threatened if you don't know the law. But if you know the law, you should not be threatened, because you are going to be elected by the people. Yes, so why should we be threatened?
There is something on the party again, which I also wanted to pick your brain on. Many parties in Europe or America, they have an alignment. You will find a party which is either left-wing or right-wing or center. In Kenya, we still have parties. I can say without fear of contradiction that the party called ODM, we don't know its stand or its alignment, whether it's a left-wing party, whether it's a middle ground party or a center party, or whether it's right-wing. The other party called TNA, the same way. Wiper, probably the same way, because I do not know where it belongs to. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, I can say no and yes, because you must also know that this country has been starting multi-parties about 15 years ago. So the principle or the logic of every party is not been refined very well, because many parties just think about winning election and full stop. So the parties are vehicle for winning elections. But I think we are going to change it time to time to know parties should have the policy of whether it's the middle one or the right one or the Labour Party or whatever it is. It's coming soon, but let's give Kenya time a bit to invest on democracy. Democracy is a price to pay. Okay. At the moment now in Kenya here, we have terror numbers simply because of tribes. So their policy is about terror of numbers.
Yes.
My people won the election, they all belong to them. This what you are saying is a very bad trend.
Yes.
Party should have the policy, but not terror of numbers.
That's right. Because I also look at it in this way, that if, for example, a party was a worker party, so that would be a left-wing party, for example, then most people who are workers would say, we will be in that party because it represents our interest as workers. There can be another party which is right-wing, and a businessman like yourself, for example, would say, I am employing people and have many workers, but I also have to make my business run and make some money. I have to make money. So I would also want to be in the right-wing party on the basis that I would reduce the taxes that I pay to the government, so that I can employ more people. So everybody has a different argument, whether you are from the left or from the right. I'm saying this is, and then I'm saying that in this case also, we probably would find that one party would not be from a particular tribe, because in every tribe there is always a leader. There are people at the top, then the people at the bottom. So it would be good for democracy.
Yes, the philosophy of a party is not being practiced in Kenya. That is what I would like to tell you. But I'll repeat myself to say, we are now starting where any party coming in competing with others, they must have the philosophy, what they stand for, and that's what they can sell to the people. But we are still having what we call terror of number of tribes, which is killing democracy in this country. The day we'll be able to know that party is better for the people, who are the right wing and the left wing, then we'll be able to say that we have achieved the political machinery in this country. But now we are still having terror of numbers. Simply, if you are in this tribe and you are big, what you need is to get to be a president of your community, which is not good for Kenya. We want Kenya to be together as a nation. So we'll work very hard tirelessly until we get terror of number out of our faces.
Okay. And now, if there is anything you would want to because we're now raised my questions that I wanted to get answers on, I also want you to give you a free hand to say what you want to say about the issues of community empowerment, servant leadership, building and creating a legacy for you as a politician, just as you probably have done as a businessman.
Yeah, I would like to mention myself that I offer myself to be in politics for the legacy. I want to think deeply and bring youth, a modern youth, where they can start their own business and improve their living. That's what I stand for. And I'm working out a group which they can march together. We give them resources and then starting small business the way I started, to empower them. When you talk about empowerment here, like now we can buy small boats. We have in the ocean here, and also equipment for fishing. The group can go back to go to the oceans, do fishing, bring food to the people, and they can also earn their living. Also doing small trading in this town. That one you can be able to do. So what I'm urging youth, that to be a poor, it doesn't mean that you cannot change your life. You can change it. And one of them, I'm here. I came from a very humble family and a very poor one. And I started with the zero. But the way I am. But we have to think to them. That is what actually I'm planning to do, to leave legacy that Awiti was an MP or member of parliament. By the way, you know, me, I was elected because of the capability. I came from far away from our region. Right. And I came and again we won an election in Coast, which is not possible for many people. Every country is it. I compare myself like Obama.
If I ask you, if you are you are from Kenduba, we come from the same territory in Kenya.
Yes.
If you went to Kenduba and you wanted to stand in Kindo Bay, do you think that you would have had a good chance?
I don't think I can have a good chance, but also I think I can have a good chance.
Yes.
It's a 50-50 because it's politics. But I don't have friends in Kindo Bay the way I have friends in Mombasa County. I've been here. I've been born here.
That's right.
I do all my business here. So the people knows my capability. It's not from Kindo Bay. It is from here. So it'll be very easy for me to win here than win in Kindo Bay.
I agree with you.
But if they know my philosophy, wild, which I'm doing now, I can stand with any Kenyan and win. Even the presidents.
Yes.
A president is nothing good you can say that we cannot be. So long as I can unite our people and give the objective to improve the economic of this country. The answer is yes.
Mr. Awiti, or Honorable Awiti, I also think that people always elect you because of what you have done, not what you will do. And I think that you have done some great work here that people begin to give you elect you as their leader.
Thank you very much, brother. You know, people like me because of my principle. They don't like me because I have money. I'm a man who says yes is yes and no is no. And I can't compromise. I will not compromise with my dignity. When it's wrong, I will tell the people it's wrong. When it's right. That is the policy which I would like to build reputations of.
That's right.
So when I have my colleague in Europe, when they're coming here to invest, I will tell them zero corruptions. And that is yes. But not talking, give me small in bucket, then I do for you. No. I'm very open society, and I want open society. That's why youth love me, they like me. And even the women like me. They love me. Because when I say yes, it's yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thank you very much, Honorable Awiti. You've met a lot of white people that I brought into your home, a wonderful home. They always told me, is this a palace? Can somebody live in a palace in Kenya? That they told me. I remember that.
Yeah, normally I love to meet a friend from Europe and inviting them to come to Kenya. Kenya is only a country with opportunity.
Yes.
And also I'm requesting them, they can give us support on help us a donation to bring up youth and women.
I want to also say one last thing. There was one time the party leader of a party which is not now in registered, or it's not registered right now. It was called NDP. And when he came to Sweden, I helped him to take him to meet people in the Swedish Parliament. Now, at that time, this party was center. They said it was center right. So we went and looked for the specific party in Sweden to host him, which was a center-right party. So, Mr. Awiti, when you visit Sweden, I do not know which party I will now take you to.
No, I'm on the way pass, and if you're in Sweden, I think you can be able to make arrangement. I would like to visit any party, then at least we can have a strong philosophy what they have to develop in Kenya.
But I think in which case I think you are more leaning to the left. Your party more leans to the left, isn't it?
Not really. I'm still new in the party.
Yes.
But we can change some policy.
Okay.
So long as it can be good for the party.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
It was wonderful having this interview with you.
Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you.